Hello, Carlos. It's me, Jonice, again, giving you my kind of update for the month of March. Still continuing to work on my work plan. The policy brief, I have, like I said before, I finished working on it, making it smaller, more accessible, and I shared it with both Rebecca and Jennifer. And I'm waiting to hear their feedback to make sure it's held the essence of what they wanted to have. The action steps, I'm going to talk about that, and then the social media campaign based around the toolkit that we talked about. Those we'll talk about that as well in a moment. Met with, as you are probably aware, the forum went really well. We had was a success. We had the team have subsequently met to debrief next steps and talk about what improvements and things like that we could have done. I think that was last week. As you are aware, you saw the correspondence with myself and Talea, Dr. Tolfree, regarding the work around restorative practice. She is, I guess, waiting to talk with you or interface with you about what like the contract stuff. I'm just waiting to hear back from her when she's ready to meet and do some work around that. My next steps for April is I'll continue to frame the toolkit. I will be meeting with Jennifer to give feedback on the toolkit. And then we hope to have a prototype ready for testing by the end of April, and then that will be available. We're going to use that to meet with convene the group from the people that went to the forum that are interested, kind of like a focus group, to see what how they respond to the toolkit, and then after that we'll hit final iteration. You may recall most of this stuff was not there before, and so these are kind of the content or the buckets of information that we're creating for the toolkit, and filling in those things, looking up strategies and resources that will be based around three kind of distinct buckets or groups. Parents, families, and students will have a certain set of resources and pathway. Advocates and family members, community members will have a different pathway, and educators and schools will have another subsequent set of resources and pathways for how to interact and use the toolkit. Mostly what I'm doing is being like the content SME, content matter expert, and gathering information to decide what we're going to put where and how it will look, and what would be the best way to do some access and access points and interactive elements. And so that's kind of what I'm focusing on now, is finding all of these things, so that when we do have something, what we do create is based in research and best practices, so that it can be the most optimal and the most useful for the population. Like I said before, we're hoping, just looking up different resources and figuring out how it's going to look. We're hoping to have something available, hopefully can share with you by the end of April. Scott and Molly think that that's totally possible. We're there in the process of, we met this other day, we were meeting bi-weekly and now we're meeting weekly. We were in the process of we're making wireframes, and hopefully be able to have some sort of functional tool available by the end of the month. I'm really hoping for that. So you'll hear from me more, and I'll try to keep you updated. Feel free to reach out with any questions, of course, or suggestions that you have. Thank you very much.